All right. That's very annoying. I've just figured out after doing a troubleshoot that when you start a broadcast for like a YouTube video on PS5, it just defaults to mute your microphone. So the last episode we did of this International Sports Car Challenge, my commentary was just not present at all, which really sucked because that was an incredibly fun race to commentate over. I had no idea that there was no sound. I only figured that out just now when I went to go back and watch it and see what the results were from that event. So, luckily, I figured out how to fix, or so I should say, rectify the problem. And I should now, hopefully, when I load up YouTube one more time to make sure that I am indeed actually broadcasting my voice. 1 second. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Man, that's it's really annoying that I didn't what do you call it? Have my voice over the last one. However, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna run you through the field of cars we have one more time since the running order I gave there was no sound to. We have a Subaru Impreza WRX STI Type C. That's why we have a different wing and a carbon lip. We have a Nissan Skyline R34 GT-R. We've got a Mazda RX-7 Spirit R FD. We have a Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 8 FQ340. Got a 911 GT3, the 01996 model, so that's pre-facelift. We have a Honda NSX-R. It's an 01 or 02 model. And then we have a BMW M3 CSL. We've got a Dodge Viper GTS and a C5 Corvette Z06. Some of these cars, were special models that I, made to higher performance versions of like a regular car. So that's why I was going through it. As I have explained last time, but no one was able to hear because the PS5 does some annoying stuff. I am driving this 911 GT3 RS 4-liter because I have noticed that if I just pull into the pits and let the AI do their thing, they run the race at 3/4 throttle. That causes problems, gives cars with more power and more torque a very, very unfair advantage. And the only way I could rectify that problem was to just give it the beans, and they had to punch it to try and keep up with me, which obviously I don't let them do. So without further ado, let's get this underway. Last time out, if you missed it, the M3 CSL had managed to claim victory in a very hard battle. Here we are now off the line. Can the Impreza maintain its advantage into turn one like it did last time out? Here at Tsukuba, we're at Suzuka this time, another famous Japanese track, as we have what almost looked like a temporary four-wide moment, as the NSX is now trying its way around the outside of the 911 GT3, and he's trying to pit the RX-7 while he's at it. Impreza does maintain his lead entering turn one, but that NSX is absolutely flinging it around these corners. He just ran out of steam there in his attempt to get the lead off of, the position off of, the RX-7, he's fighting. They're side by side. Can he get a good enough exit? He can, and he's got the inside for the following corner. He clears the RX-7 on exit. The NSX is moving, but the other blue sports car, the Viper GTS, well, one of the other ones, I should say, 4 of these cars are blue, has made his way into 6th, just behind the M3 CSL, making his way around the 911 GT3, who is having a shockingly bad race so far. Got the C5 Z06 behind him, who is now on the outside trying to make his move. R34 down the inside. Can he get the move finalized? He's got the better straight line speed. He's got the lead. The R34 into the lead. NSX now attacking the Evo, Viper, FDRX7, M3 CSL has made his way around. The Z06 is still trying to finalize a pass on the 911 GT3. 911 GT3 was a very good car last time out, managed to secure a podium position. It looks like it might be that 911's turn to finish last. Can the R34 get away? Use the long straights to its advantage. The Subaru fared very well last time out when the corners were more important than the potential straight line opportunities, as they're going to go 3 wide down towards 130R. The NSX has taken the position off of the Lancer, and the Viper made it yet another one. Now NSX fires it down the inside of the final chicane. He is absolutely moving today. Impreza can't do anything about it. Now the Viper is going to make his attempt at a pass. Pulls out of the slipstream. That 8-liter V10 absolutely pulling him down the straights. Here comes the M3 CSL now, making his way up the field. Having a little look down the inside of that Evo, but just can't quite get a move made yet. C5 Z06 has had his progress stunned by the looks of it. Just going to give you a sneak peek to show you that the AI are actually going full throttle now. Yeah, they are. Oh no, they're still not quite full throttle. I don't know if that's a problem with the AI inherently, because they just are, I don't know, afraid of it. There, Ryan. Let's see. Oh, now, look. NSX breathing down the R34's neck. Oh, there's a little bit of contact. He's trying to give the R34 the bumper because he's got a hungry 8-liter V10 Viper behind. And the M3 CSL, we've seen what it can do, but it's being absolutely held up by this Evo 8. NSX right up the skyline. Rear. Oh, but here comes the Viper. No, doesn't quite get to make a move. Oh, look at the RX-7. Shoots its way past both the M3 and the Evo. But it's not all negative for the M3, as he seems to have managed to get around the Evo now. Just finalizes that move. The NSX needs to try and get a run on this GT-R, because that Viper has some insane pace down these straights. That Viper can catch both the R34 and the NSX snapping. Oh, the NSX really did try to get down the inside there, but he just couldn't quite get there in time. This is a 3-way battle for the lead. Just like last time, one of the 4-wheel drive cars just managing to keep the lead, holding off the faster rear-wheel drive cars. The RX-7 and the M3 genuinely showing real pace. They just got to deal with getting around the Impreza. The NSX has been sniffing the back of that R34. Oh, he looked like he was just about done with it. Trying to make a move to the inside, but now he's going to have pressure from the Viper, and the Viper's going to get around. But here comes the NSX right back at him with an absolute dive bomb, launching it straight down the inside of the hairpin. He wasn't having any of that. What an absolute move. What a Chad. putting everything on the line to defend his position. And the M3 CSL now has lost position to the 911. He was off to a slow start, but it looks like he started to pick up the pace. NSX now really has to make a move. He doesn't have time. That Viper gets closer and closer every time they get at a spoon on the run down to 130R. Oh, they're side by side. He did make room. He's going to have to beat him on the brakes. Here they come through the final chicane. The R34 doing everything he can, but it's not going to be enough. The NSX takes the lead. Coming out of the final corner to lead lap 3. He has to get going. Now the Viper has to try and make his way around the R34. The longer he spends behind the R34, the less of a chance he has of getting that NSX, but it doesn't look like the Viper's going to wait very long at all, as here he is down the inside through the first set of corners. It's second place for the Viper GTS. C5 Z06 now looking to make its way through the field, as the Evo FQ 340 once again is last. There is no hope for that poor Evo. NSX has the lead, but he's got a hungry 8-liter Viper chasing behind. M3 CSL back around the 911. He won last time out in Suzuka, which honestly I wouldn't have expected considering he wasn't one of the four-wheel drive cars, but it was absolutely moving last time out. As the lead car, I took the chicane there for letting the cars catch up behind purposes. Here we are. NSX has absolutely been flying. That R34 was holding him up more than I would have thought. Look at that thing go. It's on fire. What tire did they put that on? He is on sports hards. They should all be on sports hards. Except for me. Thought so. If anyone has any predictions on what car they think is going to win, go ahead and submit a chat real quick, because that Viper may not have the cornering speed that Viper does, but good lord, does that Viper have something going for it on the straights. Comes the NSX out of the final corner on an absolute blinder of a lap here right now. It's going to be a 2:13.1, but it's a 2:12.9 for the Viper. He had more pace. He just has to get close enough to have a slipstream, and he might just be able to make an attempt at the lead. We could have a fight here on the final lap for the win. Further down in the field, the M3 now chasing down the RX-7. Every point matters in this championship-style event. He got the win last time out, but he could really use some extra points to try and keep his championship lead here, as the Subaru has now fallen down to 9th. Big fall from grace for a car that finished second in the last race to second last in the next one. Viper breathing down the NSX's neck now. Look at them go. Everyone, or I should say a lot of people, used to make fun of the second-gen Dodge Viper for being a truck more than a supercar, but right now it's absolutely showing what it can do out here against the NSX, a car whose chassis was partially, or at least Ayrton Senna had a hand in developing. He was the guy that tested this car, since he'd driven, I believe, for McLaren at the time of this car's development, who were powered by Honda engines. But it looks like the NSX, coming out of that hairpin, got an incredible run, and I don't think the Viper's going to get him. However, of course, we're going to have to wait and see. Here they are, on the run down to 130R. The Viper doesn't seem to be close enough. Does he make a dive bomb down into the final chicane? No. The NSX out of the final corner. It's going to take the win at Suzuka. Cross the line. RX-7 out of the final chicane. It's gone around the R34. RX-7 fourth, R34 fifth. Oh, it's a bit of a drag race, but the 911 beats the Corvette as the Impreza and Evo take home the honors of last place. 911 checked out 10 hours ago. Well, that was a bit of a shock. I don't think well, actually, only one car finished in the same spot at Suzuka and Suzuka. Wait a minute. So, okay, I've always noticed how there are Audi RS4s, or sorry, RS6 wagons and Acura 3.2 CLs in the background in GT Sport and GT7. On the PS5 version, they drive? They're moving in the... Look, they move in the background of the track. What the hell? Why can't we have those? Why can't we drive those? They are fully functioning, moving models. They're just showing us what we can't have. Look at that. They're just driving up and down the parking lot. What the hell? Look at this. Look at this. Why don't we get to drive those cars? I don't know. I don't know if the cars actually move in the PS4 version, or that's just a PS5 version exclusive. But no, I don't think anyone finished in the same spot. No. Maybe the C5. The C5, I think, might have finished in the same spot. Potentially. Let me see, actually. I can figure that out right now. It appears that the C5 finished in 7th in both races. So I was wrong. He did finish in that. The R34 actually finished 6th last time out. No, did he finish 5th? Let me see. He got 5 points. Okay, the R34 and the C5 Corvette seem to finish in the same spots they did last time. M3CSL looks like it just had too much traffic to deal with to, be able to compete for a win like it did last time. I'm not sure that I believe he should still have the overall lead. The NSX had 4 points last time out. The BMW is going to get 5, so he gets 5 plus 9, so he'll have 14. The NSX will have 13. The Viper, oh no, the Viper is going to have, let's see, that's 8 points. So 6 plus 8 is 14. So the Viper is going to be tied with the M3CSL for the overall championship lead, which is going to put the Viper down in 3rd. And then from there on, it's actually a pretty decent gap, as the 911 GT3, I think, is going to be 4th at 11 points. No, 4th is going to go... Yeah, he's going to have 11 points. But so is the R34, I think. R34 gets 6 points this time out. He only got 5 last time, actually. So actually, he did finish 1 spot better than he did last time. So he's going to have 11. And the 911 is going to have 11 as well. And then from there, it's, I believe, the RX-7, the C5. Well, the Impreza finished 2nd last time out, and he got 8, so he's going to have 10 points. So he should be behind. See, where did the RX-7 finish? RX-7 only got 2 points. The RX-7 gets 7, so he'll be behind the Impreza still. After that, it's after Impreza, RX-7, then it's C5, and Evo with a 2. Yeah, it's pretty bad. He's only got 2. He's really going to need some help there, because that is just a shambles. But anyways, yeah. I'll have the 100% guaranteed point standings up in the description of the next event. I'm not quite sure which track we're going to yet, but I'm going to find one of the tracks in Europe that's more twisty. Maybe it'll just be the Nürburgring, I don't know. But, yeah. You'll know when we're there. Alright, everybody, I hope that you enjoyed that as much as I did. And I will see you next time.